Hello, on this video I will show you steps to download and install Oracle SQL Developer on Ubuntu Linux to connect to Microsoft SQL Server. First of all, we need to download SQL Developer. We go to Oracle website, then we go to Product, Developer Tools, then we go to Oracle SQL Developer. So to download, we go to download tab, check on set, then here near SQL Developer 18.1. There is available version for Windows. We also have version for Linux, Mac. If you are using Windows, you can download this version. One is come with GDK and one is without GDK. So now we download the version for other platform, and next we need to download GDK here. We will download GDK for Linux 64. On Ubuntu, we will use the bucket with tar.gx. And we download and we save a file. So now we have SQL Developer software GDK. And the third one, we need to go to this website. Then we will download the driver, the SQL Server and Sybase driver for JDBC. So this is JDBC driver for SQL Server and Sybase. We need this driver to connect to SQL Server and also for Sybase. So now we have the driver, we have SQL Developer, we have CDK. On is our download folder. So now I want to install all of them in the same folder like opt db tool. I try to make this directory. Unfortunately, the user, I don't have permission to do this. You can do sudo then mkdir. But for easier, I try to log on to root. With root, I will able to make the folder like obt dbtunes. Then I need to copy all my download file to this folder. For the driver, I just need this file is enough. I don't need to move on of those files to my folder. I just need to download the jar file. So now all I have in my folder and the driver, the software tool, and GDK. For this compressed file, I need to decompress by this option. So now it decompressed to the folder GDC 1.8. That's my GDK. And the second one for the zip file, I need to decompress by unzip. So now I have software tool, I have CDK, I have the driver. Now I try to go to SQL Developer folder, then SQL SQL Developer. So just want to I want to run those commands in the normal user. So I will try to change the folder dbtool to my current user. So with I'm my normal user, not a root user, I will try to run SQL Developer here. So now I will run SQL Developer as Oracle end user. This is normal user, not a root user. And from here you can see it asks us about GDK location. If you remember our GDK on location, we extract to here. That's our GDK location. So I copy this location and I paste to here. Okay. Now SQL Developer open is open. So next step, we need to connect to SQL Server. I don't have SQL Server support tab here, just Oracle. So you need to install the driver for SQL Server. We go to Reference and Third Party GDBC, and we choose the folder for our GDBC. This file we extract this before. So now we come back again with new connection. Now you can see we have the SQL Server and Sybase tab. We need to connect to SQL Server, so we choose this tab and we try to connect to my SQL Server. User SA, the password. Use the default port for this. So now I'm able to connect to my SQL Server. This is the adventure world. This is the schema person, the table, and so on. I able to view those information. For example, I'm able to run some query command in SQL Server, like use my adventure world, then query from this schema. So you can see I'm able to connect and query and do something on SQL Server from Oracle SQL Developer.